One term?
Mimi niko one term. Na pia niko youth term.
Youth term?
Youth term.
Yes. That's a good one. Youth term. Tuelezee kidogo hapo kwa kudisappoint na
kwa youth term. Kwa youth term, what I'm saying is that the United Opposition is really pushing for the one term. The government and bread-based is pushing for the two term.
Bread-based.
Yeah, I mean, wanataka power, wanataka kushiba, right? So it is clearly bread-based. They are really proving it every day.
Linda Mwananchi.
It is Linda Mwananchi, the people.
Nilikuwa na huko, you attended. How is it so far? Because ile time nilikuwa inaanza kama idea. So far kumekuwa na rapture kidogo, tumeona kina Winnie wametoka. Wamerudi Linda ground. Wewe bado huko ama ulishatoka?
Mimi forever and ever. It's the people.
Sisi ndio Sifuna.
It is the people that I support as a leader forever and ever.
Unaonaje sasa hiyo movement ya Linda ground versus Linda Mwananchi? So how sustainable is Linda Mwananchi movement?
Linda Mwananchi is very sustainable even in 50 years to come because leadership is about the people. It is not about watu kushibisha is it matumbo.
Yes, my good people manze, welcome back. Kama kawaida, hapa tuko Your Stories podcast. Ni mimi wenu Stemaji na vile mimi hufanya na host wageni, tunasikiza stories zao, tuna learn, tunacheka manze na tuna plan the future. Na kama kawaida, niko na mgeni wangu hapa nataka jintroduce. Tukiendanga. Sasa madam.
Poa sana.
Uko fiti?
Uko fiti kabisa.
Naona ngara fiti.
Asante.
But umevalia black kama mimi.
When the spirit of God speaks.
Ni random mtu anaweza dhani tulikuwa tumepanga.
Mambo ya Mungu.
Like ya black, nguo za black. But naona umevalia hii ni kama ile nini? Inakaa Kiislamu na leo ni ilikuwa Eid.
Yeah, in support of our Muslim friends. Lakini si ya Kiislamu, ni kaftani.
Kaftan? Kaftan ni nini?
Kaftani ni aina ya nguo.
Kwa wale wenye atuelewe hebu tueleze. Iko na meaning yote ama ni nguo?
No, it's just a dress.
Sawa. Kwa wale watu kutambia ni kuchapa intro ama nataka kuchapa intro kwa wale wenye wakujui.
Okay, fine now. So, this is Rejoice Mutheu Mwambia, ananitanga RMM kwa ground.
Umesema haraka. Rejoice
Mutheu Mwambia. Yes.
Mheshimiwa.
Yes. Wananiita RMM kwa ground.
RMM.
Yeah, wanasema kuna SKM, alafu kuna RMM.
SKM ni Steven Kalonzo Musyoka. Na RMM.
Yeah.
Rejoice Mutheu Mwambia. Narudia ndio washikie jina. Jina kubwa, sio?
Yes, I'm a social scientist by training.
Okay.
I'm also an MP for the East African Young Parliamentarians.
East African?
Young Parliamentarians, the 8th.
Okay.
That is under the IALA. So we are the branch of the young people that volunteer in IALA to formulate policies across East Africa.
Okay.
So I'm in the 8th Parliament. Also an alumni for Program for Young Politicians in Africa, PIPA. I'm also a current an alumni fellow for the Netherlands Institute for Multi-Party Democracy. I'm also an fellow for the International Federation for Liberal Youths globally. Yes, and I'm also a former student leader, elected student leader. You know, nowadays nasikia kuna self-proclaimed student leaders. So I'm a former elected student leader in Maseno University.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm aspiring. I'm the people's...
Last but not least.
I'm the people's woman representative in Machakos County.
Machakos County. County kubwa sana.
Sana.
Yeah.
Full of great people.
Hata mimi naishi Machakos County.
You see? We are full of greatness.
Constituency.
We are full of greatness.
We are great people at the river. Msikie hivyo. Yeah. Kuna kitu umeongea hapo nataka tuchanue kidogo. Hiyo ya East African IALA. So umesema there's a youth function.
Yeah, It's a faction for the youths where we are a group of young leaders from across East Africa. That is Uganda, Burundi, Kenya here, Tanzania. And we meet once in a while and even virtually to just discuss and formulate policies and pass them to IALA, you know, support and address challenges affecting East Africa as a whole. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it exists, so that's why nimetaka. So you meet physically, nini? Mko na ofisi mahali ama it's purely voluntarily na?
It's purely voluntarily, but yes, we do meet and we also debate. Like last year in October, we were in Arusha. Yeah.
That's what the ministers of IALA are?
Yes, we are under IALA.
Now on our support?
In terms of pushing policies, yes. But this we are doing voluntarily as young leaders of East Africa.
So unajilipia fare kwenda Arusha?
No. Of course, you get a little bit of support.
So na IALA yenyewe, maybe for those who don't know, hebu tueleze what's IALA and what's their role in East Africa?
So IALA is
because we know IALA because ya Odinga, no?
Yeah. And also Honorable Kennedy. The son to Kalonzo.
He's current ama former?
He's current. He's still there.
But when he resigned?
I saw that from the media.
But kwa office bado hawajatambua.
So
how does this IALA work for Alema?
It is basically a group of legislators from across East Africa that come together. You know, we have the East Africa community and we have the East African anthem.
We have an anthem?
Yes.
Hebu tuimbie kidogo.
You know, I'm a good singer, I might surprise you, but not today.
I don't know. I didn't know you have an anthem.
But it's
Najua tuko na bendera?
In Swahili, it is in Swahili, the entire anthem. It's Mungu Twaomba Ulinde Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. So
yeah, I've heard it, I think.
Just like our national anthem, it's a prayer for the East African community. Ni maombi pia. And the good thing it's in Swahili. So Kiswahili kitukuzwe
kabisa. So IALA, we are a community. What does it do? It's like a
IALA is a group of legislators from across East Africa coming together to address and make policies for the East Africa community. You know, Africa, we are the same people. Like the same. I always say that the same challenges a child in Machakos County, Kenya is facing is the same challenges a child in Kampala in Uganda faces. Are the same challenges that a child in Arusha, Tanzania is facing. And as Africans, if we could come together and address these challenges, you know, they say 2 minds are better than one. Yeah, so
maybe in the past, is there a significance, maybe kitu yenye IALA imefanya tunaweza kuwa tumetambua?
I know for like Mheshimiwa Winnie said recently, IALA is facing a lot of challenges. And the main challenge has been in terms of resources and funding. You find like she was saying, like there are nations that are not contributing to the kitty. So IALA is facing a lot of challenges, but they are hoping to revive it. Yeah, funding.
Okay. Na contribution yao ni kama African Union ama si automatic?
I don't know, but
ukijisikia una contribute.
I think they should have a policy on that, but funding has been a key issue.
Okay. Anyway, karibu sana.
Santi.
Sasa back to you. Umesema wewe ni social scientist na nimeona pia hapa kumeandika you are mental health advocate.
Yes. Actually, I became a mental health advocate. Now I'm a social scientist, like by profession.
So umesoma aje?
Nimesoma sociology, anthropology na IT. Okay, maseno kila mtu usoma IT.
Tulikuwa maseno juzi na gra. Tulipita hapo nje.
Hapo nje.
Mko na equator hapo, si ndio?
Yes, it's the only university
imepita katikati ya Kombo
in the world. Along the equator.
Equator imepita katikati ya Maseno? Kombo?
Yeah. So actually sometimes unatoka class from the other side kunanyesha, una cross equator kwingine hakunyeshi. It's not unique.
That's the impact of equator?
Yes.
Mimi najua ile ukikuwa the upper nini maji inaenda sijui anti-clockwise, ukikuja hapa inaenda. That happens in your nini?
I didn't observe that, but I know we are
maji kimwagika singa on the upper side inafaa kwenda hivi. The law inaenda hivi.
But it's one of the unique things about Maseno.
Hey, big up Maseno. In university kali sana.
So yeah, I was talking about mental health advocacy. I became a mental health advocate when I was a student leader because, you know, you go up there and you realize students were really facing a lot of depression. There were increased suicidal cases. And as part of the awareness, I became a mental health advocate, and I started being a mental health advocacy for free, pro bono. I started with the students, and right now, after graduating, nafanya na community, you know, to just create that awareness. You know, mental health issues is real. It can be addressed, you know, and, you know, life can be better.
Yeah, what do I recognize? So, pale campus, what are the main issues that zinakoswa watu wakuwa na depression?
Mambo ya mapenzi.
Mapenzi? I didn't expect that to be number one.
Mambo ya mapenzi. Mtu ana commit suicide, mwingine anaua mwenzake. But also finances. You know.
Yeah, nilikuwa na expect to go number one.
Lakini pia mambo ya mapenzi. You know, the youths ni watu wana grow.
Character development, pale, heartbreaks, nini. Okay.
You know. Yeah, pia finances. Unajua si kila mtu anatoka from a well-off background. So mtu anafika campus, anapata kuinama ni constant.
Kuna watu wana roll.
Yeah, kuinama inakuwa constant. Sasa kuna deferment, nini, temptations, you know. Yeah,
we experienced that, but we overcame. Si hatukuwa tunajua hiyo enzi zetu hiyo ni mental health. Tulikuwa ni kusota tu alafu.
Sasa sio kusota inafanya msako kwenye hiyo challenge. Yeah, like anakuwa na a lot of thoughts, depression.
Sawa. Okay, now back to politics. Kuna time nilisikia ukisema unataka kudisappoint mtu na muappoint. Bado tuko hapo?
Tuko hapo bado.
Hebu rudia hiyo kitu.
I think that was in the NDC for Wiper at Uhuru Park. Yeah, nilisema tuna disappoint Kasongo na tuna appoint Kalonzo as the SKM, yeah.
Bado tuko hapo?
Bado tuko hapo.
One term?
Mimi niko one term na pia niko youth term.
Youth term?
Youth term.
Yes. That's a good one. Youth term, Mtu elezea kidogo hapo kwa kudisappoint na
kwa youth term. Kwa youth term, what I'm saying is that, well, the united opposition is really pushing for the one term. The government and broad-based or bread-based is pushing for the two term.
Bread-based?
Yeah, I mean, wanataka power, wanataka kushiba, right? So it is clearly bread-based. They are really proving it every day.
Wanataka power.
Wanataka power na ekelea mawe. So, but also, as a leader, and as a youth, and as a young person, I'm also pushing for the youth term. Because that's a good one, Because 75% of the population is the young people, which means they should also be the majority in the houses of representation, in the corridors of power. Yeah. Because I was discussing with my friends, when you look at the top priorities, you know, top challenges in Kenya, unemployment, it is affecting the young people. Yeah, healthcare, it is the young people that are starting families right now. So healthcare is really touching directly on them.
Sure.
Look at education. It is the young people that are in schools. It is the young people that need this education. You know, look at the poverty levels right now. It's the young people that are really facing it because they're either unemployed or underemployed. Kuna wenye wako underemployed. I mean, a whole graduate tunamlipa 15K. Is that fair? It is not fair. Underemployment, you know. So, those top challenges in Kenya, how comes that in the houses of representation, we do not have people from this demography, the youth demography, directly handling these challenges from a first-hand point of view. So for me, I'm saying like it is the young people that should really occupy these houses of representation, the county assembly, the senate, the national assembly, as well as even the executive. Because why we having a CS for youth who is not a youth?
Hata party youth leader bado si youth.
That thing, I mean, it is within that thing, and that really annoys me a lot. You know, the reverse psychology. That now because you've seen the young people, you know, they're too serious about this thing of representation. So you're even making them to try and believe that Oburu, Mheshimiwa Oburu is a Gen Z. No, you're not accepting that. I refuse confusion as a young person.
You reject?
I reject.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that brings me the point. Kuna vitu mbili zimekuwa trend recently. Yeah, you are advocating for youth term.
Youth term.
Na sasa kuna kitu inaendelea ya voter registration. So I don't know what in your own capacity. Leo umeunda post hapo ya kuombea watu wakuje wa register. I don't know how is the feedback. Na observation countrywide, what's happening? Na pia ama hiyo kwanza kabla tuende na mwananchi.
Yes, the voter registration, we're really doing, as young leaders, we're really doing our best to encourage the young voters to go and get those that do not have ID, when you're form 4. When wapata ID, wapige kura na
zinatoka kama zinadelewa bado kuna time wako wana print. Sasa zimeanza kutoka. Kama recently I was nilikuwa hapa Mavoko. Hapo kwa chief. I wanted to, you know, kujua.
Have a 1, 2, 3 talk with the chief, nijue wapi mambo zimekwama. But they're doing their best. The chiefs are doing their best to ensure that the citizens are getting their ID cards, their IDs. Yeah, and this narrative that young people do not have votes. I am a young person, I have a vote. I voted. Niko kadi kabisa. I voted in 2022. I was an observer in the 2022 election.
Observer bado una vote?
Yeah, una vote bado. Kwanza upangi line. Upangi line. So,
una vote yangu wapi by the way?
I'm a voter at Mavoko.
Where? Station
Liberty Children's Home, Liberty Grounds.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the young people are really optimistic. Now wanaweka their best to get their voters card. I know the challenge has been mambo na fare. You find like for instance in Mavoko, the IEBC office iko at the river. Hapo kwa locals hapo hivyo. So unapata the person coming from Kicheko
hana kitu ya kufika huko
kwa IEBC. It's one of the major problems. You know, tunaingia ground, tunasikiza ground. You just don't say that young people are not taking their votes. As a leader, you go to the ground, unasikiza ground.
Mbona washiki
kwa nini, you know, the why. And also you talk to them. And yeah, it's, you know, you all know that the cost of living is really high. So even getting 100 some families to just put a meal on the table is a problem. Leave alone getting 100 shillings for transport, for transport to the IEBC offices. So, but I think we've addressed that issue with IEBC. I've been in many meetings with the IEBC. Na wanasema watakuja mali watu wako.
So watakuja wapi? Church? Sherehe, wanaweza kuja kwa baba hapo nje. Because hapo ni mabosi wako.
Kama young people wako kwa bar, hawana kitu ya hata ya kunywa pombe.
Kwa sherehe. Because nimeona there's a propositions events ziundwe. Wasanii wachangie nini, attract watu wakuje. Ama IBC wafanya door to door. Naona vile wanafanyanga polio. Mass voter registration. Ama ishapita.
Haijapita hata haijafika, I think bado. Yeah, so that was one of the challenges that the young people were really facing. Because, you know, it is not a joke. The cost of living is really high in this country. You know, recently tulikuwa na united opposition pale Kware. On Sunday after utawala rally.
Kware ni ile ya Kitengela?
Kware ya pipeline. Mbakasi. Na I would see maguns wengi walikuwa young people. A lot of goons. As in young
wale wamelipwa.
Yes. As in young people have been reduced to being goons and hecklers in political rallies.
Unalipwa ile alafu unapatiwa nyaunyo na filimbi.
Imagine. Hata walikuwa they had weapons, walikuwa na panga, hadi panga. So, but okay, I don't appreciate them being goons.
So you're telling me United Opposition wanakuanga na goons kwa nini?
No. They were sent to fight the United Opposition.
Okay.
So, for me, it is really, really sickening and sad when young people have been reduced to that, to drugs, to being used in the political arena. Instead of being empowered to become better, we are reducing future of this country, the today, the present of this country, into goons, you know, into thieves, into drug addicts. That is not fair for this country.
Sure.
Yeah.
Talking of Kitengela pia, Linda Mwananchi.
It is Linda Mwananchi, the people.
Nilikuwa na huko, you attended. How is it so far? Because ile time ndio ilikuwa inaanza kama idea. So far kumekuwa na rapture kidogo, tumeona kina Winnie wametoka. Wamerudi Linda ground. Wewe bado huko ama ulishatoka?
Mimi forever and ever. It's the people.
Sisi ndio Sifuna.
It is the people that I support as a leader forever and ever.
Unaonaje sasa hiyo movement ya Linda ground versus Linda Mwananchi? So how sustainable is Linda Mwananchi movement?
Linda Mwananchi is very sustainable, even in 50 years to come, because leadership is about the people. It is not about watu kushibisha is it tumbo zao. Even and that is why in their wisdom, the Constitution of Kenya Article 1, the sovereign power belongs to the people. And the people
shall.
Yeah. So
not may.
Leadership is about the people. And the Linda Mwananchi concept is very sustainable, even in 50 years to come. Because that is what leadership should be about. You know, from generation to another, even after our generation, leadership should forever be about the people. You know, protecting the citizens, protecting wanabiashara, you know, kulinda wakulima, kulinda wavuvi, tukienda Mombasa kule, kulinda mama mboga, si ndio? Leadership should be about the people. No matter I support the Linda Mwananchi concept by Honorable Sifuna and kina Honorable Babu. Honorable Caleb Amisi.
Orengo hapo.
Yeah, Senior Council Orengo. Yeah, I support the concept 110%.
Yeah, it's a good movement, and the main news now. What do you think about Winnie moving back to?
I cannot add or subtract what you know. I tend to call him His Excellency Babu Owino. You know, when God speaks, you should adhere to that. Yeah. I don't want to subtract or add to what he said. You know, he said that Winnie is like a big turtle in a pond. And the Linda ground is a very small pond for her. And the Linda Mwananchi is an ocean for her. So I cannot subtract.
So she should.
I cannot subtract that wisdom.
Ametoka kwa ocean akaingia kwa pond.
Imagine. So in the wisdom of Babu, I cannot subtract or add to that.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's enough for Winnie, what Babu told. What the big brother Babu told her.
Kuna NDC nakuja. Ni NDC inaitwaje hiyo National Delegates Conference. But hii ni ODM, ndio. Wewe ni mtu wa Wiper.
Yeah.
Because I wanted you to comment about that NDC. That leader, Babu Owino. What do you think?
You've already called him the party leader.
Is it forthcoming?
So even the Spirit of God is speaking. You have said the party leader. So even the Spirit of God has spoken.
So you can see it.
Babu is overqualified. Yeah. And we are behind him.
Okay.
Yeah. Even, by the way, you know, I feel like the ODM faction that support the Oburu to be the party leader, they're in denial. Because even in ODM, the majority are the young people.
Yeah.
How about having a youthful, you know, experienced party leader like Babu Owino?
What do you think is their fear?
Yeah?
Fear. Wanaogopa nini wale wenye wanasupport Oburu?
It's not fear, it's denial.
Oh, ni denial?
Yeah.
Hawaoni kama time ya change imefika? Ama ni matumbo zao?
Yeah, so for me, I feel like even for ODM, just Kenya, the time has come for the young people to check the spaces. Yeah. And it is advantage, you know, Babu Owino being there as the party leader. It is to the advantage and to the advantage of this country. Because, you know, again, governments are formed from political parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now to you guys, Wiper, United Opposition, DCP. So who is
PLP.
PLP? Who is our presidential candidate for United Opposition? Tunaelekea wapi?
His Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka.
Allah.
Hata ulisikia.
Tell us more.
Ulisikia even His Excellency Gachagua endorsed him.
When?
And
Sikusikia.
during the NDC, ukusikia?
NDC ya? Wiper. Alisema aje?
Alisema huyo ndio kiongozi.
SKM ndio kiongozi wetu.
Yes, alisema na even he's already been nominated by the Wiper. He's the only aspirant in Wiper who has the certificate to run
for presidency.
For president.
So you are urging all
apart from myself, besides myself.
So who and your deputy? Yeah, you qualified. So yeah, because there's been confusion. Sasa hii united opposition ni nani tunaweka pale? So if you affirm ni Kalonzo, then I think akina Gachagua wasikize.
Yes.
Tupatia direction because now we need, because kuna Matiang'i, kuna Gachagua, kuna Steve, kuna wale wa Western, Eugene, Natembea.
Yeah,
these are almost 6.
And even not withholding no other factors. His Excellency Kalonzo is experienced, is non-scandalous.
1983 alikuwa parliament. Wewe ulikuwa wapi?
I was somewhere, you know. You know, in Jeremiah 1:9.
God knew.
Before I was conceived. I was appointed already. So I was somewhere. So I was telling you, like, His Excellency Kalonzo is experienced, he's non-scandalous. We call him the non-scandalous leader. He's calm, you know, for the right leadership or posture. He's ready. He's loved by Kenyans. Zero corruption.
Development.
Yeah, he's also a very...
No, there's a clip I was listening today in the morning.
He's development oriented, by the way.
Ameleta development ukambani, nasikia leta tu prisons peke zake.
Actually, juzi alisema in his government there's going to be zero extravagant expenditure.
State House atapatiwa 12 billion?
No, I think he's going to be one of the simplest.
Ama ya tenda State House kama already ishajengwa, so
he's going to be one of the simplest presidents. He affirmed that during juzi. On Tuesday we had Aspirant meeting at the Wiper headquarters. He said it himself. That is going to be one of the simplest presidents in history, just for the sake of Kenya, you know, to sacrifice and bring the glory of Kenya back. You know, Kenya has lost a lot. You know, we have horrendous borrowing. The public debt is skyrocketing, yeah? And then we cannot see where this money from borrowing is going to. We cannot see the fruits of the taxpayers' money, you know. So for me, I think he was trying to say that he's going to sacrifice for the sake of Kenya to get her glory back.
Kama ile wa Brazil.
He said that, and I think
we'll hold you to account, Steve. Hiyo story tunangoja kuona maze. We wish him the best. Ground bado iko open.
Lakini Wakenya washaamua bana.
Oh, iko sealed.
Wakenya washaamua.
Kabisa?
Yeah, Wakenya washaamua. Ni SKM.
SKM to the pia mimi naitwa Steve, so jina yetu pia ndio ifike State House. Wiper. Juzi nimeona ukiongea story ya 10-point agenda.
On Radio Citizen.
Radio Citizen. Ilikuwa Radio Citizen ama ilikuwa X Space?
Radio Citizen X Space.
Hebu tuchanue kidogo juu hizi. What was the conversation about?
Now, you remember like the late Raila Odinga, God rest his soul in peace. Now, before they got into this agreement with the president, Ruto.
Ilikuwa inaitwa agenda kama what was it?
The 10-point agenda. Actually, it's 10 points. So one of the points is the NADCO report.
Oh, yeah, point moja number 1. Hebu tupeleke rada one by one.
So the 10-point agenda, we were trying to see, has it been achieved? Did the vision that Baba have in mind, has it been, you know, realized? As the government fulfilled all the 10 points, or in a scale of 1 to 10, what is the scorecard, you know, for the 10-point agenda? You know, one of it was the youth agenda, you know, in economic investment for the youths. That was agenda number 4 actually, because I'm mostly very interested about the youths, you know. So, and my conclusion was that it has not been realized. Of course, is the impetus of the 10-point agenda was political, you know, to cool the political temperatures that were rising.
Your time.
So it has not been realized because ukiangalia vitu kama lowering the cost of living, auditing of public
actually number one was the full implementation of NADCO, inclusivity in budget allocations and the appointments. Number 3, protect devolution. Number 4, economic investments
in youth.
Bado. Leadership, integrity, and end of opulence.
We have seen a lot of opulence from the government officials.
Number 6, rights to peaceful assembly. Compensation of all pending claims of rights of victims.
It is totally, nothing has been achieved. It is totally the opposite because protection of the rights to protest. You see what has been happening to the united opposition. You've seen what has been happening to the Linda Mwananchi, tear gassing, you know, misusing our young people, you know, to heckle in rallies.
So those are good ones. Yes, serikali. Ama ni serikali?
They are paid. So
by somebody.
Yeah.
Number 7, audit of the national debt and how it was used. Number 8, fight corruption.
Corruption is rampant, even more.
Number 9, stopping wastage of public resources.
There's a lot of extravagance in the usage of the public resources.
Number 10, protect sovereignty of the people, stop abductions.
We've still been abducted. We've still been abducted. In fact, there's a Gen Z was the government using Subarus. Could they use a Range Rover? I mean, we
ndio Gen Z wako comfortable wakishika huko ndani.
I know, right? But anyway, it's just on a light note.
Kwa boots.
It's on a light note, yeah.
Na kwa na kamzingo huko ndani, at least mnachapa mkienda.
Si ndio? Yeah.
Okay. Mheshimiwa, back to your county, Machakos.
Yes, the county of great people.
Machakos is cosmopolitan.
Yes, mostly it's 2 constituencies that are very cosmopolitan. That is the Mavoko constituency. Machakos Town constituency too.
Kwanza ziko ngapi? Ziko
there are 8 of them.
Hebu tupatie zote. Mavoko, Katiani.
Machakos. Okay, you start with the cosmopolitan. Mavoko, Machakos Town. Then we have Katiani, Kangundo.
Katiani is the greenest, I think.
Yes, very green. Yeah, and fertile too. Then we have Kangundo.
Kangundo is also cosmopolitan kidogo.
Yes, part of it, yeah. Kangundo, we have Mwala.
Yeah, Mwala ndio katikati huko mbele.
We have Yata.
Yata kwa kina Kalonzo huko. Si kwa kina Kalonzo, mali amejenga huko.
Yeah, kuna mali amejenga hapo Kidimani Farms.
Kidimani,
Then we have Masinga, my village.
Ndo Masinga Dams huko.
Yes, the Masinga Dam, the famous Masinga Dam. They're the people that give you electricity that you're using.
Yes.
Yeah, so you better be nice to us.
Yeah, so that's free too. Okay.
Yeah, and then the last one is Matungulu.
Matungulu, by the way, I confused Matungulu na Kangundo. What's the difference?
They just border each other.
Ziko around Kangundo zote.
They border each other. After Kamulu ukienda hapo hivyo.
Unatangulia kufika Matungulu ama unatangulia kufika Kangundo?
Unatangulia kufika Kangundo. Though it depends ni njia gani umetumia.
Si ukienda tu ukishatoka Joska.
It depends umetoka Machakos Town.
Kama unatoka
ama umetoka East.
Roai.
Unafika Kangundo kwanza.
Okay. Sawa. Na of course there are a lot of almost 50 words, no?
40 words actually. Precisely, it's 40.
Okay. So upcoming youth women rep. Umetupangia aje Machakos?
Nimepanga mambo mengi kwa Machakos, and not just Machakos. Remember when you're elected yes from your place, but you also represent the entire country.
Yep.
Because you remember the roles of a woman representative. They legislate, they oversight, they do budget making, you know. They also, so the only difference between a woman rep and a member of parliament, I think it's in the GAF kitty and the NGCDF kitty. Now the woman rep is in charge of the GAF.
What is that?
GAF is the National Government Affirmative Action Fund.
Oh.
Yeah.
So mko na budget?
Yes.
Sawa basi,
And GAF, by the way, should take care of the SIGs. The SIGs is the special interest groups, and among the SIGs is the youths, the women, persons living with disabilities, the children and the marginalized, and also minorities. Now, ukiangalia in those 5, the special interest groups in this country, in our context, the youths are the majority. But where does GAF mostly go?
Women.
Yeah. So, which means the woman representative seat is the seat that directly advocates for the young people.
Hiyo ni mandate yake?
The GAF.
It's part of the mandate.
GAF inasimamia, I've told you, inasimamia the special interest groups. The special interest groups ni youths, women, persons living with disabilities, children, then kuna marginalized stroke minorities. And among those 5 groups, youth the majority. So the woman rep seat actually inafa, out of 47 inafaa kuwa na mayouths wengi zaidi. Juma youth
ama change jina. Woman rep.
Juma youth ndo wengi kwa hiyo demography. Wengi zaidi.
Na wanawakilisha kweli. Ukiangalia overview ya women reps, all of them in Kenya, what do you think? Wamefanya kazi?
Kuna wengine wamefanya kazi.
Tukianza kwa rank vile tuna ranking MPs.
Kuna wengine wamefanya kazi, but for me in the 2027 elections, it's a defining moment. Lazima kila kiti ifanye kazi. And that lies squarely in the power of Kenyans. That is the voter. So wa Kenya, watu wa Machakos, tafadhalini, just make kila kiti ifanye kazi. From MCA to senator to woman rep. Kila kiti ifanye kazi.
Watu wakue rada.
Yeah, watu wakue rada na wakue kadi.
Kwanza wakue kadi. Hapo kwa kadi sasa. Tuanzishe nini ya kupeana fare. Watu wapewe fare waende washike.
Wacha IBC wakuje where the people are, from the people.
Because wako na budget. What's your comment na IBC sasa? Iko fiti ama change you?
Well, IBC.
Unaiaminia? Kura zako zitakuwa safe?
Unajua kitu tumeamua kama Gen Z hatupangwi. Hatupangwi. So, si tunapiga kura, okay, tunachukua kura, tunaweka safe. Tunapiga kura, tunaamka asubuhi na mapema. Watu wa Machakos wamesema wanaamka by 6 am. Watakuwa kwanza washamadana na woman rep. Nishakuwa woman rep wao.
Hiyo ndio ya kwanza.
Washaweka RMM tick. Lakini kitu ya pili, after washa malizia story ya woman rep asubuhi na mapema, ni kulinda kura. Hawapangwi.
Yeah.
Unahesabu, wanahesabu. Unasema, wana announce.
Niliona kuna jamaa fulani online ameunda something ya ku protect IBC. Ameunda an AI solution yenye. People need to register, alafu whether internet imezima or not, watu wanaweza fanya tallying bado kwa ground. Si
ndio, hatutapangwa.
So mayouth wa support.
Tunapiga kura alafu tunalinda. So kuna linda kura. On the D-Day.
Okay. Sign time ya kushika kura, so maybe kama uko hapo kwa comment section na hujashika kura manze. Kama unahitaji fare, hebu ongea na mheshimiwa kutumia fare uende.
Una let down the group kama hujachukua kura.
It's very important. Sawa. Juzi Machakos kumekuwa na issues current governor kumtumiana hapa kina Kioko wana complain watu hawalipi kwa county. Shida ni nini Machakos? Mbona hata kulipa suppliers?
Yeah, it's actually a big problem in the entire 47 counties. Some of the challenges of devolution that devolution is facing. Because I was talking, juzi nilikuwa naongea na rafiki mwingine anafanya tenders. And alikuwa anasema sahi it's not even safe to do a tender in the counties because pesa inakawia sana. It's not safe.
Shida ni nani? Hakuna budget kwa county ama ni governors? What's the issue?
Well, I do say that Mheshimiwa Babu anapenda kusema kitu moja. A leader should be extraordinary. You should be an extraordinary leader. So, yes, I understand devolution faces quite a number of challenges, including hiyo pesa yao kufika in time, sometimes the funds zinafika late.
Yeah.
Lakini pia as a leader, si ukichaguliwa hapo you are ready to serve the people.
Yeah.
You should have solutions for that. Yeah. and effectively serve your people. Yeah, so it's not an excuse for any leadership.
So governor wa Machakos alipe, si ndio?
Na all the other 47 governors. Because people are crying in every county. There's a problem in the devolution and how funds are released or how funds are managed. You've even had kwa the public auditing committee kina Sifuna
ile Senate
kina Mheshimiwa Jwang. Umeona there's a lot of gaps in the funds management kwa counties. That is something that needs to be scrutinized.
Naona hapo watu wanakuja, they are not even, kwanza kulikuwa na issue ya Nyamira, kulikuwa na issue.
Imagine. So there's a lot of scrutiny that needs to be done in how funds are managed in the at the county level. Not just Machakos peke yake. We've seen even, yes, Machakos has its own problems, but we've seen even we've also seen extraordinary problems in other counties. Like a Christmas tree. I don't know which county was that was costing how much? Millions of money. A Christmas tree.
Yeah.
That was costing millions of money. So there's a lot of extravagance in the usage of the taxpayers' money, which should not be joked about. It is a serious thing because sometimes I go to the ground, kama like pale Yata Kidimani, I find women there at midnight. Kuna sangine natoka ground midnight, napata women wamevalia masweta, in the very cold.
Wanauzanga nyanya hapo.
Na very nice fruits, by the way, you guys.
Kidimani iko fiti.
Ukipita hapo Machakos Kidimani kuna very nice fruits.
Hapo kuna place inaitwa Kanyonyo ya kukula.
Uko mbele. Support our women there. Those women work very hard. And imagine a woman ana work hard hapo alafu analipa kodi. That is the tax
to the county.
Alafu you go and misuse that money. It is a curse even from God and from the people. Yeah.
Mismanagement of public funds.
It is not fair to the very hardworking Kenyans that not even sometimes sleep, Alafu you come and manage their very hard-earned taxes. It is very unfair. Yeah.
Sawa. Political promises pale Machakos in the past. Kuna kitu na trend saizi. Tulikuwa tumeambiwa tutakuwa na Formula 1 hapa Machakos. What happened? Manze?
Machakos.
Unaturudisha mheshimiwa ba?
Hiyo tutajua vile tutaongea kando ya tent.
Ilipotelea wapi? Ilikuwa iweka wapi? Ilikuwa iweka People's Park ama what was the location?
Definitely. But People's Park is free. It has free entry.
You go free entry school ama it's been free entry?
It's free entry. It's for the public.
Public active. There's a time there was a lot of events. Kulikuwa na mapiano, kulikuwa na...
Yeah, sometimes they charge.
No.
Based on what? But on a normal day, if you want to go there and chill with your family, with your friends, it's free. Yeah.
I've been there. Nilikuwa kwa kitambo sana, but I think that's one of the best things the county has ever done. Watu wakishikwa na stress wanaenda huko kwa mtu.
But sasa mimi nasema pia wa address hizo ma stress. Washukisha the cost of living, the cost of basic commodities in the country. Education ikuwe free. In the 21st century, Kenya should be having free quality education for her children. From primary school to university. We can afford. If we can afford how many millions per day in State House, this country can afford free quality education for her children.
Primary ama secondary?
Zote. Primary school, yes. Up to the university. This country, we are rich. Our money is going to corruption. Our money is going to greedy leaders. Our money is going to extravagant kind of, expenditure. Because State House, what happens in State House that needs all that expenditure?
So they were building new
Building what?
They're building kanisa.
Kenya. Surely we can afford better for Kenyans. I support Honorable Didi Nyoro on the free education, that this country can afford free education. I support him 110%.
So do you think MP wengine wanakula yodo? Because how comes he manage ku raise nini? Ku reduce fees mpaka 500 bob?
I'll still support what Babu Owino says, that a leader should be extraordinary. You know, every constituency is different. You know, unique. For example, if you go to the Northeastern, there are unique needs for the people of Northeastern that are not necessarily unique to the people of Machakos, to the people of Kiharu. So it is up to the leader to understand,
to customize
solutions
to his constituents,
and to use brains. That's what I'm saying in 2027.
Watumia akili. Wallahi.
Watumia akili.
Na ukiangalia nationwide development wise, niliona juzi Kilonzo alikuwa anaomba barabara pale B2.
Nani?
Rais aliwatembelea. Ile time ya there was a presidential tour in Machakos na kuna barabara zilikuwa promised. Zimeanza kujengwa ama?
Come on, Kenyans are tired of promises. In fact, before, when the president was assuming office, he had promised to build how many dams in Machakos County? Is it about 40? But where are they? Come on, we are tired of promises, and Kenyans do not eat promises.
Hakuna dams in Machakos.
Ajajenga. So how do you promise people? Nika una promise bibi yako. Before ukimdate unampromise nini? Unampromise vits, utambaya vits. 5 years down the line, unaanza kumpromise Prado. 10 years down the line, unampromise Range Rover.
Unaenda ukiongeza.
I mean, Kenyans are tired of promises. Kenyans just want for things to work.
Watu wakuje waoshe stima.
Kenyans just want for things to work. Kenyans cannot eat promises.
Nilikuwa nakuuliza swali mahali eti what is the government doing kuletea youth opportunities naona stima? What is the coverage ya stima ya Machakos?
Oh, that was with the World Bank, the conference there. So, yeah, we were talking about leveraging technology for the young people to get opportunities, because we were talking about the youth unemployment crisis, which is really at the top. And we need nuanced kind of interventions to ensure that the young people get a good employment, because I'm against underemployment of young people. Young people must live dignified lives, not
walipwe.
Walipwe vizuri. The youth of this country deserve better, you know. So I was trying to raise the question to PS Fikirini, the PS for youths, and also to the CS not PS. She was there for the MSME. She was there, Susan Mangeni. Susan Mangeni. I hope that name
is PS for what?
PS for MSMEs.
Oh, hey.
Small and medium enterprise. Yeah, enterprise.
Yeye ndio nyota?
Yes. They work closely hand in hand with PS Fikirini and herself. So I was posing the question, what is the African countries, including Kenya, doing to leverage technology, ensure that this technology is working for the young people? And my question was, then they were saying that Kenya is ready. And I posed the question, how is Kenya ready if there's a child in Northeastern and other parts with a school that does not have electricity? Because how do you connect a computer where there's no electricity? You know, the basics. So that was my question.
Okay. So nataka kujua Machakos stima coverage
iko kila mahali, bado iko chini. We need to solve the basics. You know, when they say the rural electrification, it has to be real and go to the last mileage of the entire country. And Kenyans, we are rich and hardworking. We can afford that. Yeah.
Pesa iko.
With the right kind of leadership and management.
Sawa. So tumeongea sasa, but sasa wajua hii podcast inaitwa Your Stories.
Oh, Your Stories.
So we want back to you. Tunaanzia backwards, Maseno, you in politics,
Yes. From second year.
Ulikuwa umesimamia position gani?
I went for the position of gender. Mambo ya woman rep kitambo. Gender, culture, minorities and PWD.
Oh. Okay, what's the role of that position? Ama niseme kama women rep pale campus?
It's almost the same, because on matters are gender mainstreaming, persons living with disability representation, and also advocacy for culture. You know, one interesting thing about Kenya, we are how many tribes right now? 45? Niache ziko hapo tu,
zikaongezeka.
So one of my slogans was embracing unity in diversity. Yes, we are diverse, but our diversity is our pride, you know. And I felt like many people misunderstood that the Gen Zs, when we said we are tribeless, what we simply meant was that we appreciate where we come from. I appreciate me being a Kamba, right? I appreciate you being your tribe. But this should not be a barrier for our unity, you know, when it comes to matters, you know, national development. You know, let's meet with you. Let's eat motokoi in Cumberland. Let's go eat omena in Luoland and good fish. Let's go eat matoke in Kisii. But at the end of the day, that is just one of our unique identifiers. It's not at all for separation and for hatred, you know. That is what Gen Zs we meant when we said we are tribeless. Yeah.
Now, Canvas politics, you mentioned earlier iti kuna wenye wako elected na kuna wenye wako appointed. Iko aje? What is the influence of administration ama external forces kwa university politics schools?
There is a lot of influence, but as a leader you decide what kind of a leader you want to become.
So ukitaka kusimama unakuwa approach tunaambiwa wewe tunataka uweke na admin. Acha tukulipia, how does it work?
For me, I did experience that, but I stood with the students. Those were my reason for being in leadership. Because again, you know, you as a leader, you decide what kind of a leader you want to be. And every time when I'm mentoring younger university students and student leaders, I do tell them that leadership is very spiritual, by the way. It started in the Bible way before we were born, you know. And if you joke with leadership at any level, and in the future you need a promotion, sometimes it becomes difficult for you because that is a testing ground. So for me, I feel like the campus politics, this was a testing ground for me, and I passed with flying colors. So
second year, third year, fourth year?
Yeah.
Will you maintain?
No, I didn't vie like twice.
Oh. Okay. So sawa.
Yeah.
So maybe history kidogo, masomo ulianza wapi? Ama ulizaliwa wapi? Because those are the normal questions we
My story is quite complicated.
Where are you from?
Okay, I'm from Masinga constituency. That is where my village is. But I'm also from Mavoko. But then Mavoko is cosmopolitan. Tunasema kila mtu ni wa kukuja. Ni kama Nairobi.
Mavoko yote.
You know? So I was born in not born, but I'm from Masinga village. Masinga constituency, Getani village.
How far is it from the dam?
Not far, it's a walk away. Yeah, that's why I said you are the people that give you electricity in the country.
Kengen.
Yeah, so yeah, Kengen. Actually, I was sponsored. My high school was sponsored by Kengen. I'm still so grateful to Kengen. Okay. Because I'm a daughter from there, and I also did well in my is it KCPE? KCPE. Primary school, I did well, and I also come from a humble background. So when I approached them for them to help with my studies, they gave me 100% scholarship.
Oh, you approached?
Yes, I approached them and I told them, you know, hapa ni international school na kuna venye.
No, come through. That's nice.
Yeah, they came through 100% from Form 1 to Form 4. 100% school fees.
Hey, big up Kengen.
So thank you to Kengen, man. And they do that a lot to the communities around.
CSR,
yeah, CSR, just as part of, you know, community cohesion and all that.
Because actually kwa nikuulize impact ya Kengen hapo around.
I am a product. Yeah, so
what else do they do to the community up around?
They do a lot of environmental conservation. They give a lot of free trees to the schools around. They've also done a lot in education. In many schools, you'll find a Kengen-sponsored classrooms, dining halls.
Masinga hapo inakuwa Masinga na Mbeere, sio?
Yeah, Gitaru huko hivyo. Yeah, you'll find a lot of classrooms sponsored by Kengen. You'll find even a lot of roads.
But there are roads hapo
tarmac by Kengen.
Because they also need them anyway.
Yes, so Kengen is doing a lot for the community. And is one of the examples that should be, you know, emulated by other organizations.
It's the best, one of the best parastatals actually.
One of the best. Yeah.
Okay. After hiyo ulishukua shule gani? Primo?
I went to a lot of schools. But anyway, that was Seven Fox. Seven Fox. Yeah, Seven Fox is also very much sponsored by Kenyan.
Even the name now.
Yeah, Seven Fox. So.
Okay. Seko?
I went to the Limuru girls.
Wow.
We call them Choks. So I'm a Chokserian alumni. Yeah.
National school. One of the oldest, among the oldest national schools.
We call it original national school.
Hey, one of the originals. Ikoaje? Maisha huko national school. Si hatuko na national school so tawauliza.
Limuru girls is, Chokserians. It's the best. One of the best. If not the best.
Uko ni joto, uko ni baridi.
Yeah, it's a bit cold, but I loved the weather. Very green.
Greenery, coffee scenario.
Yeah, very fresh air. Yeah.
Uko ulikuwa prefect?
Sikuwa prefect. But I was chairperson to the tax club.
There's a tax club in high school.
Yes, we worked hand in hand with the KRA. It's basically teaching the younger citizens on the importance of paying taxes, on the importance of kulipa ushuru. The slogan
That's
is
good. I didn't know that exists.
Tulipe ushuru, tujitegemee. But pia now as a Kenyan, now would say tulipe ushuru, tujitegemee, na viongozi watumie ushuru wetu vizuri. Wawache kumisuse.
Sasa hiyo slogan imekuwa too long.
Yes, so now as a citizen.
Na tutumie vizuri.
Tutumie ushuru wetu vizuri. Because now Wakenya wanalipa ushuru. Hiyo si uongo.
Siku hizi huwezi hapa.
Yeah, I was also a chairperson to the environment club. And during my tenure as a chairperson, we won the national competitions.
What did you do to win?
It was basically on presenting projects for the environment conservation as well as ECs, the ECs unaandika. So we matched as the best.
There used to be ECs by the way, the environment.
Hiyo sapo Limuru Girls kuna trophy yangu.
Ulileta hapo?
Yes.
Okay. Carbon credits. Hiyo siku hizi sasa sisi wewe ni mtu wa environment. What do you think?
I was the chairperson environment club, but I'm a social scientist.
Kuna siku hizi stories za carbon credits. Serikali inapatiwa pesa. It's worldwide actually. Watu wanapatiwa pesa ndio wapande miti.
Yeah, what they're trying to do is to reduce the carbon in the air. You know?
Is it a genuine initiative?
I would say it is a genuine, but then the government should engage the grassroots communities mostly, you know, and the communities that have been very much affected by the carbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the government, and done very well, it can be a change in mile in Kenya, step in Kenya, in terms of our mitigating the climate change in the country. Yeah, because the more you plant the trees, trees reduce the carbon in the air, and the less carbon we have in the air, the more healthier communities and societies we have. Yeah, and my dream as a leader is to have healthier communities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sawa mheshimiwa. Sawa tukifungia wananchi wanataka kuambia nini?
Wananchi kwanza nawapenda sana. Despite all that we are facing, it is the spirit of, you know, brotherhood, just like our national anthem says. Na tukaina umoja.
Sindio? Umoja na amani na uhuru.
Amani na uhuru, sindio? So despite all the challenges that we are facing, you know, the high cost of living, the overtaxation, the kind of expenditures, extravagance we are seeing in our leaders, the poor kind of governance, the poverty levels. I still want to encourage dear Kenyans and Machakos people that we are together, and as the younger generation and the next leadership, we are ready to change the status quo in leadership and offer Kenyans, one of my best slogans in campaigns is a leadership with purpose. You're asking me about my manifesto. The summary of my manifesto is a leadership with purpose. Just have a purpose in leadership. Leadership is about being a servant, you know, being a steward to the people. It is about serving. So Wakenya tuko pamoja, and let's take these elections personally, you know.
2027.
And tuchukulie personal, that we want the best. Let us avoid the temptations of tokenism, you know, and handouts. Choose a leader that you feel will represent you well. Yeah.
How do you handle that issue, by the way? Because I know on the ground, especially huko kwetu, take it to your handouts is very big. Before you hold, for example, unataka kwenda huko Machakos, you hold a lari. Unawachotea kwanza?
No, I don't do that. Actually,
how do you handle that issue?
Actually, I'm really grateful to God and to the people of Machakos County, and especially the women of Machakos County. You see those grassroots women, uko Shago, those people are very kind-hearted. Mimi nimeenda huko wakanipea the food, tukakula pamoja. And there's a place niliendanga, wamama wakanipea fare.
What?
Guys, I love you so much. You're the people that make me. You're the people that make me want to go to the ground.
Uko anakupea fare?
Nilipewa fare.
Wow.
You know that.
Machakos ni tofauti basi.
And I'm so grateful to God and to the people of Machakos.
So ukiwa unakuja ground,
what they want is, they call me mwana wetu. Mwana, it's mtoto wetu, ama our daughter. Because for them, they can clearly see that their children, they've educated them. Na wamekaa kwa manyumba, hawana kazi. So pia, since our leaders are not able to give these children jobs, pia wacha wape. So, unaona?
Yeah.
So me, I'm so grateful to the women, to the people of Machakos County. You people are so encouraging.
Right? Big up sana. Anyway, tumeshukuru sana. Hiyo story ya ghost no one talk to nini? Kuna mali ndio ulisema ghost no one.
Ghost?
No one. Speak to everyone, something like that.
Yeah, this Kenya belongs to the more than 50 million.
As in what, what's the motivation behind that?
Ghost no one means that we all have a duty towards impacting and changing our nation, transforming our nation. Is a total revolution. Revolution in every sector. A revolution in the lives of Kenyans. And this we cannot achieve just a few of us. It is for everyone. Hata wenye wako in denial, wanajua tu enyewe tuko hapa, sijui which term, lakini they can clearly see that we need that change. We are calling them to join us in this revolution and let them be counted in the right side of history.
Kabisa kabisa.
Yes.
Thank you sana mheshimiwa.
Thank you so much.
Wish you the best.
Thank you.
So kura zetu zote watu tupeleke Machakos.
Na Machakos ni hapa mwisho wa express highway, by the way. Ukichukua express highway ni 12 minutes kufika Machakos.
Wanajua, wanakujanga kwa sherehe. So watu wakuja wapige kura, si ndio?
Watu wapige kura, lakini pia mali Mkenya yeyote yuko, watu wa Rift Valley, watu wa North Eastern, watu wa Nyanza, watu wa Western, watu wote jameni, tuchukueni kura, tupige kura na tuweke uongozi bora. Si bora uongozi. This time let us be very intentional about the kind of leadership that we put there.
Kabisa kabisa.
Yeah.
To appoint? To disappoint?
To appoint, of course, let us appoint His Excellency Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, and let us disappoint all the punitive leaders that we have in the government.
I think that's a good point to finish. Thank you for tuning in. Till next time. Kabisa. Sasa